Good morning everyone. Today I am going to start the chapter APD progression. In the classroom we already have discussed the basic of the APD progression and I gave you the formulas how to find the AN, SN and APD mean. Again I wrote down the formulas. The nth term of an AP is found out by A plus n minus 1 D. Then where A equal to first term, then D equal to common difference, and n equal to number of terms. N equal number of terms. This is the formula to find the nth term of a given AP. Similarly, Sn is summation of nth term, that is n by 2 twice A plus n minus 1 into D, and the second one is n by 2 twice A means A plus n minus 1 D, which implies n by 2 A means A. Now that is A plus n minus 1 D, which is equal to AN, and this A is also known as L, that is last term. L is what? Last term. So there are two formulas to find the Sn. The first one is Sn equal to n by 2 twice A plus n minus 1 D, and the second one is Sn equal n by 2 A plus L, where L equal to last term, that is L equal to A plus n minus 1 D. So these are the formulas. And moreover, if A, B, C are in AP, then we have common difference, that is second term minus first term. B minus A equal C minus B. B minus A equal to C minus B, which implies B plus B equal A plus C. So twice B equal A plus C. So simply if ABC are in AP, then we can write it as twice B equal to A plus C, or B minus A equal to C minus B. Both are same. So first of all, AN equal to A plus n minus 1 D, Sn equal to n by 2 twice A plus n minus 1 D, and moreover Sn equal to n by 2 A plus L, where L is last term, n equal to last term. And then if ABC are in AP, then B minus A equal to C minus B. After simplification we get twice B equal to A plus C. So these are the formulas. There are few more formulas, we'll use them later on. Now these are the basics. Now see, the first question is exercise 6.2. Exercise 6.2. The first question is choose the arithmetic progression from the following sequences. 1. The first question is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, this one. Now here the first term is A, second term is 8. Now here see, first term is A equal to 4, and see the difference between in each term, that is first term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. In each consecutive terms the difference is 4 and up. 8 minus 4, 4, 12 minus 4, 12 minus 8, 4, 16 minus 12, 4, 20 minus 16, 4. So here common difference, D is same or not in two consecutive terms. That's why the answer is yes. Or take another example, suppose 2, 5, 8, 11, 15. Here see, now we have to check whether it is in AP or not. Simply, first term is 2, second term is 5. With 2 plus 3 equal to 5. Okay, here difference is 3. Here difference is 3. Here again 5 plus 3 8 or not. Then 8 plus 3 11. But here 11 plus 3 equal to 14. But it is given 15. So here difference is 4. So here it comes to that between the first two difference is 3. Second and third 3. Third and fourth 3. But fourth and fifth the difference is 4. That's why it is not in AP, as the difference between the consecutive terms are not equal. So in this way we will find out whether the given sequences are in AP or not. Yes. Now question number 2. Question number 2 is, find the term mentioned in a bracket of the following sequences. Number 1, the given sequence is 9, 7, 5, 3. Find the 15th term. Find the 15th term. Okay, here it is mentioned that the sequence is in AP and we have to find out the 15th term. So here first term, that is A, equal to 9. D common difference, that is second term minus first term, is equal to minus 2. So the common difference is minus 2. And we are going to find the 15th term, that is n equal 15. So first of all the formula is an equal to a plus n minus 1 d. Now a 15th term, so replace n by 15. A 15 equal to, a means 9, n means 15, d means minus 2. 9 plus 14 into minus 2 equal to 9 minus 28, which implies minus 90. So the 15th term, in this sequence the 15th term will be minus 19. Got it? Now do one more question. That is question number E. 2E, and the sequence is x minus 2, 4x, 7x plus 2. In this way find the nth term. Find the nth term. So here a equal x minus 2, d equal to second term minus first term, 4x minus x minus 2, 4x minus x plus 2, so thrice x plus 2. So d equal to thrice x plus 2. So nth term, an equal to a plus n minus 1 d, a equal x minus 2, n minus 1, d equal to thrice x plus 2, x minus 2 plus n into thrice x, thrice nx, this one twice n, minus thrice x minus 2. Then x minus thrice x minus twice x, minus 2 minus 4 plus thrice nx plus twice n. So this is the nth term of this sequence, where the first term is x minus 2 and the common difference is thrice x plus 2. Now next question number 3. Here in this exercise I'll skip the questions, sir. I'll give you the hint how to solve the questions of each type, and the rest are homework for you. Practice them at home. If you find it difficult, then ask me. Okay, now question number 3 is slightly different, sir. find if few pairs of numbers are given below, find the arithmetic mean as mentioned in the bracket with the pairs. So here we are going to find the AM. First question is 8 and minus 7. Find 4 AMs. Okay, before going to solve this question, let me tell something. That is what. Suppose the numbers are A and B. Suppose the numbers are A and B. Then what is the aim of A and B? The aim of means arithmetic mean means what? Arithmetic mean of A and B, that is A plus B by 2. This is the aim of these two numbers. But here we are going to find 4 AM between 8 and minus 7. That means between 8 and minus 7 there are 4 numbers between them, and all of them are in AP. All of them are in AP. So we have to find out 4 those numbers. So we can solve this question in 2 ways. The first method. Okay, first let the 4 AMs are x1, x2, x3 and x4. Means these are the 4 AM between 8 and minus 7. Therefore 8, x1, x2, x3, x4 and minus 7 are in AP. These are the 4 AM between 8 and minus 7. Now we have to find out these 4 numbers. So this is the first term, this is the second term, this is third term, fourth term, fifth term and sixth term. So this is the sixth term and this is the first term. Therefore A equal 8 and A6 equal to minus 7. Now A6 means A plus 5D equal minus 7. Now what is A? A means 8. 8 plus 5D equal minus 7. So 5D equal minus 15. So D equal to minus 3. So D equal to minus 3. Therefore first term is 8. Now add the common difference with the preceding term, that is 8 minus 3 equal to 5. This is x1. Then 5 minus 3 equal to 2. x2. 2 minus 3 equal to minus 1. Minus 1 minus 3 equal minus 4. Then minus 4 minus 3 equal to minus 7. So these are the 4 AM between 8 and minus 7. So here nothing but, first of all, let the 4 AM between these are x1, x2, x3 and x4. So as these are the AM between 8 and minus 7, that means these 8, x1, x2, x3, x4 and minus 7 are in AP, which implies here A means 8. So first term, second term, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. The sixth term is minus 7 and A6 equal to minus 7. A6 means A plus 5D equal minus 7. So 8 plus 5D equal minus 7, D equal to minus 3. And we know that if A and B are known, then AP equal to first term A, second term A plus D, third one A plus 2D in this way, A plus 3D in this way. So we just use this one. We discussed this one earlier on in the classroom. So I directly use them A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on. So this is the first method. And the second method is the second method. in this method we can find the value of D directly by using a formula. So here A equal 8, B equal -7. So the formula is to find the value of D, that is D equal to B minus A by n plus 1. Okay, here B known, A known, 1 is fixed constant, n is unknown. But here n is what? We are going to find the 4a between these two numbers, so n equal to 4. In this formula, we will use this number is as a n. So here n equal to what? N equal to 4. B minus A, B means -7 minus A means 8 by n plus 1, n 4 plus 1 minus 15 by 5 equal to -3. So this is the D. So here in this question, in this method, we can find the value of D directly. Therefore, 4 AMs are 8 minus 3, 5. 5 minus 3, 2. 2 minus 3, minus 1. Minus 1 minus 3, minus 4. And minus 4 minus 3, minus 7. So these are the 4 AM between 8 and -7. Yes, understood? So in this way we can find out the AM between these two numbers. So all are same in this way. So do the rest of the questions at the home. Now see question number 4. Question number 4. So here in this question, if m plus 2, 4m minus 6 and 3m minus 2 are 3 consecutive terms of an AP, then find the value of m. So which are the consecutive terms of AP? M plus 2, m plus 2, 4m minus 6 and 3m minus 2 are in AP. I not AP. M minus 2, 4m minus 6 and 3m minus 2 are in AP. Therefore, as I told you earlier that if A, B, C are in AP, then what will happen? Twice B equal to A plus C. Yes? Means if A, B, C are in AP, then twice the middle term is equal to sum of the first and the last term. So here this one is considered A, this one B and this one C. If these are in AP, so by this formula you can write twice the middle term equal to sum of the first and the third term. So 8m minus 12 equal to 4m, which implies 8m minus 4m equal to 12. That is 4m equal to 12, which implies m equal to 3. So in this question, if this m plus 2, 4m minus 6 and 3m minus 2 are in AP, then the value of m equal to 3. Got it? The next question is question number 5. In an AP, the fourth term is 10 times the first term. In an AP, the fourth term is 10 times the first term. So first of all, let the first term be A and common difference B D. According to question, in AP the fourth term is A4 equal to 10 times means into the first term is A. Now A4 equal to A plus 3D equal 10A. So 3D equal 10A minus A. 3D equal 9A. Both this number are divisible by 3. So D equal to thrice A. So this is the relationship. D equal thrice A. Now to prove that, what to prove? To prove that sixth term equal to 4 times the second term. Sixth term is equal to 4 times the second term. 4 times, sorry, not 4 times. 4 times the second term. So left hand side equal to A6. A6 means A plus 5D. A means A, 5. D means thrice A. So replace D by thrice A. 5 into thrice A, 15A plus A, 16A. Then solve the right hand side. 4 into A2. A2 means A plus D. A means A, again D means thrice A. So A plus thrice A, 4A. 4 into 4, 16A. So left hand side equal to 16A and right hand side equal to 16A. Both are equal. Therefore, left hand side equal to right hand side. Good. So this one. Okay, now question number 6. Listen now, today I'll skip question 7, 8 and 9. We'll do this question later on, not now. Now question number 6. In question number 6, again I will do only one question. All are same, just find the SN. Find the term mentioned in the bracket in each of the case below and also find the sum of the sequence up to that term. Okay. The question is 6(1) minus 26 minus 23 minus 20 21st term. Means in this question we have to find out the 21st term and the sum up to 21st term. So two questions are there. So in this question we have to find of this sequence the 21st term and the sum of this sequence up to 21 terms. There are two questions. Find A21 and S21. So first of all we are going to find the A21. Solution. Here first term, that is A equal minus 26. B equal second term minus first term equal 3. So D equal to 3. Now first A21. A21 means A plus 20 D. A equal to minus 26 and 20. D equal to 3. So minus 26 plus 60 is equal to 34. So A21 equal 34. Now find S21. Okay, now in S21 there are two formulas, and both the formulas are n by 2 twice A plus n minus 1 B, and the second one is n by 2 A plus L. Here in this question we can use both the formulas, this one or this one, because n is known, n equal to 21, A is also known minus 26, and B is also known for us, that is 3. And in the second question, n equal 21, a equal to minus 26, and L. What is L? L means the last term. So here in the sequence, the last term is 21st term. So now here L will be what? L will be considered as 21st term. So what is the value of 21st term? That is 34. So here L will be what? 34. So here we can use both the formula, but the easy one will be the second one, n by 2 a plus L. N means 21 by 2, a means minus 26, L means 34. 21 by 2 into 34 minus 26, 8. 4, 84. So the sum up to 21st term is equal to 84. This is solution. As 21 equal to n by 2, a plus L. So here as n, sorry, as n. So here as 21. As n equal to n by 2, a plus L. As 21 equal to n replace 21 by 2, a means minus 26, L means 34. So 21 by 2, 34 minus 26 equal to 8. So cancel them. So as 21 equal to 84. Okay, now later on after finishing maximum questions, we will do question of 7, 8 and 9. Now we will do question number 10. Yeah, simple one. Here the question is simple, but you have to memorize the process. We can solve them in different ways, but they are shortcut ways, so we will use them. In an AP, the first term means A equal to 24. And the common difference, that is D equal to minus 4. These are given, these are given values. A equal 24 and D equal to minus 4. Find the number of terms of the AP to be added to get the sum 21. Now here the question is, find the number of terms of the AP that is added to get the sum of 20, sum equal to 72. Now here we have to find out AN or Sn. So read the question carefully. Find the number of terms. Number of terms means find n. That is the question. Find the number of terms of an AP to be added to get the sum of 72. Get the sum means what? Sn. So here Sn given. Sn equal to 72. Now Sn formula. What is the Sn formula? N by 2 twice a plus n minus 1 d is equal to 72. Here we can't use this formula, n by 2 a plus l, because here l is not given. N is not also not given, but l is also not given. But here in this formula, n is not given, a given and d given. Only one unknown quantities are there. That's why we are going to use this formula as n equal to n by 2 twice a plus n minus 1 d. N by 2 twice a, 2 into 24 plus n minus 1 d. D means minus 4 is equal to 72. Then n, 48 minus 4n plus 4 is equal to 2 into 72. And 48 plus 4, 52 minus 4n equal to 144. So 52n minus 4n square equal 144, which implies 4n square minus 52n plus 144 equal to 0. Now here 4n square, 52n and 144 all are divisible by 4. So divide them by 4. So this one n square, this one what? 13. No? Yes, 13n plus this one 4 3s and 4 6, 36. So the equation is n square minus 13n plus 36 equal to 0. Now this is a what equation? Quadratic equation. Now we can solve this one by using formula or by middle term splitting or by completing square. Here the simple one is the middle term splitting, that is this one. Either n minus 4 equal to 0 or n minus 9 equal to 0. So which implies n equal to 4 or n equal to 9. So n equal to 4 or 9. And remember one thing, the value of n cannot be negative or cannot be a fraction. It should be a whole number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this way. So that's all for this class. We'll do from 11 in the next session. Thank you.